I'm here with a most needed topic, or a topic based on frequent questions. How to find out an AIPP designated employer for all the 4 provinces. So hello all, it's me Kezia again on your Frontline Diary with another video on Canadian work permit or immigration series. Before we go further, I would like to give a brief introduction on what are the programs available for job seekers or job aspirants to move with AIPP. So here we go. So in AIPP, we have Atlantic High Skill Program and Intermediate Skill Program. So high skill category falls under job groups 0A and B, and intermediate skill falls under group C. And here we have the opportunity for registered or licensed nurses as well. So I will explain it later for nurses. There is a common factor for both high skilled and intermediate skilled candidates. That is, in order to get a job through AIPP, you should have worked in the same job for at least 1 year in the last 3 years. And here I have a note. I have heard some agencies are making fake promises that they will ensure or help the candidates to get any other kind of jobs in Canada for their AIPP applications. It will not work because you would need to prove that you have this much of experience in the same NOC code that you are applying. Okay, so let's see what are job types 0A, B and C. And now you can check if you are eligible to get a job or PR through your educational qualifications. So skill type 0 falls for managerial jobs such as restaurant managers, mine managers, other project managers, something like that. And skill type A, this is a professional jobs. This needs at least a degree from the university. You need to make a point that you need a degree from the university to get or hired in the skill type A. So basically they are doctors, engineers, architects. Nurses do not fall in this category and I will explain it later. So coming to type B is a technical jobs and skill trades that basically needs a college diploma or apprentice training such as chef, plumbers, electricians. If you are under the above types, you are qualified for high skilled worker program. Coming to type C, it is for intermediate jobs that usually need a high school or actually and job specific trainings. So high schools in Canada means our Indian or other countries level 12. So a person must qualified level 12 in that country. So here we have an additional point. That means if you are a registered nurse or psychiatric nurse or you are a licensed practice nurse, you are allowed to apply to NOC skill levels C, that is 3413 and 4412. That is, you would need to get a job as a nurse aide, orderly or patient service associate, or as a home support worker. That is, nurses from other countries have to obtain or work as a personal care attendant for the initial work permit or PR. Then you would need to pass the examination here to work as a registered nurse in Canada. So without much delay, let's find our NOC codes. So this is the same link that I have provided in the description for my first video. As you can see here, we can search for any related keywords with your job. Let's see. A cook is available with the code 6322 and a chef with 6321. So you can use both of these codes to get your employer. Similarly, you will see a different titles for software engineer or IT professionals. Now let's take an example of a mechanical engineer. You can see related mechanical streams here. I'm taking this one to find an employer. So let's take the list of designated employer for Newfoundland and Labrador province. It's easier to pick one compared to the other provinces list. And I have provided all the provinces links in the description box here.
So this is the only employer for this specific cohort. Oh, so it's hard. So let's take him and Google it to find the official website. So here we go. Let's see if they have a career page. Yes, they have it, and it's named employment. So they don't have a vacancy listed now, but they have a submit resume link, which seems like submit if you think you are a superhero. So let's go forward believing that I or you would be an asset to this company. Yeah, they have asked it. Do you think you would be a great addition to this team? Say yes and get ready to apply. Here we need to say no. Say no that you are not eligible to work in Canada as of now, but you need to state somewhere that you are ready to relocate. So what's next? Next we need to follow them and see what is their requirement for their employees. So now we need to follow them through the professional networks. Yes, it's LinkedIn. So search for the same company here. Please remember the logo we saw on their website. Remember to make a selection for the company search. So we got it now, and now we need to follow them to know more about the company, their openings, and then to make some new connections. Now we are going to find the people working there. Look, I have a common connection there. So sometimes it will show some relationship like a former colleagues or alumni of one of the companies you worked with, etc. So we need to make use of that. So I would say you would need to make connections. Let these connections help you to get a referrals in their company if possible. It has a real impact on Canada. We need to do some search for related job postings and need to prepare a resume with all these tips that I have given in my previous video on the Canadian resume. So now we are going to find an employer from the difficult list. So this is a list of employers for Nova Scotia province, but it has 32 pages and it's nowhere mentioned that which company hires for which NOC code. So it's so hard to find out an employer here. So here we need to do some smart work than a hard work. So I would suggest you using the job sites like Indeed or careerbeacon.com to find out the jobs for your profile. So this is the Career Beacon site page. As you can see, we need to mention the province that you are searching for and the keyword for your job. So it will show all the available openings with the posted date. So here I am going with Kent and I want to check if this employer is on the designated list. So as the list is a PDF copy, you can use find or Ctrl+F from your keyboard to search the employer. So yes, we have it for Kent. So let's go to the official website and apply for the post. So let's take the career page from the official website. Here we have the link to see all the openings available with this company. However, I'm going to locate the opening we saw before. So I'm taking note of the location and the post headline. So here it is. So now let's see what are the requirements or the important keywords that we would need to use or that we would need to pick up to prepare our resume and our profile. So now we got an employer to apply. Now it's our time for preparation.
So now I have few tips that you should follow in order to get your journey succeed. So let's see what are they. First one, make sure you are applying for a full-time job because AIPP provides PR only for the employees with a full-time job with a work permit at least for 1 year. Second, prepare a list of all the designated employers that matches your profile or to their NOC code. Third but important point, Do not apply as soon as you got an employer. 4. You would not need to be prepared with a best wordings, a best resume to impress the employer on your first step. So for that, you would need to do a research on this employer and to find out what are they required for their employee to be and their duties and responsibilities, etc. to get all these important keywords and which will help you to get your resume done. Make sure your resume and your LinkedIn profile is updated with all possible keywords that you saw with these requirements. Make sure you follow the Canadian standard in your resume. Here is my video regarding that on the top. Get some connections within the company and keep a professional relationship that will lead you to ask for a referral in a step-by-step way. Be prepared with a ready-made reason for why you are applying this company. Like, how do you think or what makes you think that you would be an asset to this company? Now, be ready to apply. Not, you may need to send the same resume that you submitted to the person who is referring you. Follow the same procedures with some more companies. Be ready to spend your best effort and some time with this process. Remember, this is the first and crucial step in your journey. If you succeed here, this company will be helping you to get you here as soon as possible on a work permit. Then you can apply for PR through AIPP. But remember, you will have to wait at least 4 to 6 months even after you got your job offer. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching my channel. Thanks for your support. So if you have further questions or concerns regarding AIPP, immigration, work permit, please let me know through the comment box below. I'll be checking comments frequently and I have a plan to do a Q&A video in future. So all these comments will be answered for sure. If you are a person who would like to know or who would like to come to Canada through work permit, please do subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. I will be come up with more related videos.